pickup, and they'll have second and goal at the 2.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he gets in, touchdown. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
It's caught. And he will reach the end zone to a perfect ending to the first half. They get a touchdown and tack on the 2-point try. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. It's a first down from the 41.
Here we go, 46. Yeah! Here we go. Here we go, here we go.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Come on, guys, you got this. Let's win.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. First and 10. Looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here's the final play of our first half.
Here we go, 47. Yeah! Hey, 44. Here we go, kill. 26.
The final throw before the break. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And this final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Tolbert now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Yeah! Here we go, 46. 46.
Dak off the play fake. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. A pickup of 17. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First down.
Here we go, kill.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
26.
Dak now from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
Back to the air, Prescott. And all someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I feel like he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 7-yard line.
Hey, check 26.
And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. This steal.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 12.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
319.
Running left, it's Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's caught at the 1. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They're not liking the look. They'll change the play. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. From the 44 now, here's second and 4. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a second and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. It's possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Again, he'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, 35 yards. And the Rams have come back to make it a 2-point game. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned him, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive guy, that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
It's second and inches at the 31-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A handoff for Warren. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Warren will try the right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Back north. Teammate.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let go.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Number 50, 319. 319.
Now run with one. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
58. Jump out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big play there as they 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and 7, operating from the 34.
No. 319. Easy. Back north. 630.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Here we go. 58.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. First
Jump
and
out.
10 at the 17-yard line.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 626. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Yeah, this. 630. 26. Get 300. Get 300. Box it. Teammate.
Rodgers going to throw. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 11-8. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
This is 2nd and 8. And Stafford going to change it up here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
And now an audible here into something else. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 more there and another first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Yellow 80!
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. To the 43, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yellow 20!
Here's Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Set! Alert! 250!
Now Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Rams punter now. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. He's going to try and go deep again. That is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Teammates, land on us! Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 300.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 43 yards. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Steelers 18, Rams 8. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Play action. Stafford. They'll get that complete to Parkinson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Stafford. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now it's Stafford. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and 11 now.
26. Inside. 18. 50.
Here's one. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Philadelphia. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it.
At their own 18-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. The Steelers calling their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts sends it. And his first pass falls incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And now it's 2nd down. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can you make offensively?
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10. They'll air it out on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here.
73! 73! Alpha, alpha, alpha! Delta!
Trying on 4th down. Here's Hurts. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers take over after returning it inside the red zone. How quickly things can change, Sean, from kickoff to now. Already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense, not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
Easy, easy, easy. 319! 319!
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Back north.
On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Inside. Hey, check 26. Check 30.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Warren does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They go to him again. And this time he gets in for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Has it at the 1. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2. But as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. We'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. On the move, headed right. Steelers bringing pressure, no place to go, down he goes. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Devontae Smith, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and long.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
Pulled in at the 20. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
258. Yeah, this.
I'll start on the ground here with Warren. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. So we're through 1. 8-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. They'll go again with Warren. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
58, 50.
Warren running between the tackles. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go right. Screen 18.
Going to the ground again on first. Runs around and he's got space. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
258.
Warren once more. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
On 2nd down, Warren. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
319.